TikTok is known as a place for fun dances, memes, and endless scrolling. But behind the surface of silly trends and viral songs, there's a darker side. A side where disturbing challenges, tragic stories, and even true crimes have played out for millions of people to see. This is the most disturbing TikTok psychological iceberg. We'll start at the top with strange and unsettling stories and slowly descend into horrifying and unforgettable events that reveal just how disturbing TikTok can become. Let's begin at Level 1. Level 1. Strange but unsettling. The devious licks TikTok trend. In 2021, school bathrooms across the US suddenly turned into chaos. Teenagers were filming themselves stealing soap dispensers, smashing sinks, or ripping mirrors off walls, all part of a viral challenge known as devious licks. At first, the trend looked like a prank, just students being silly for attention, but it quickly spun out of control. Schools had to lock down restrooms, cancel classes, and bring in police. Some students were even arrested. What started as a joke became a real problem. On the surface, this might seem like typical teenage rebellion, but psychologically, it points to something deeper. These videos didn't just show vandalism, they showed young people destroying the very places they needed to feel safe. Classrooms, bathrooms, their own schools. Why? For likes, for followers, for online fame that disappears in seconds. Viewers were left with mixed emotions, a quick laugh at the absurdity, followed by a strange sadness. Because behind the chaos was a quiet message. Some kids would rather be seen doing harm than not be seen at all. And just when we thought the trends couldn't get worse, they did. Welcome to Level 2. Level 2. Dangerous Challenges. The Bright Eye Challenge. In 2019, a strange TikTok trend started spreading, a so-called trick to change your eye color. The method? Holding harsh chemicals near your eyes or using intense flashes from your phone camera. It sounds ridiculous, and it was, but some teens still tried it. The results were serious. People reported burning, pain, and in some cases, lasting eye damage. No color change, no magic, just harm. What makes this trend disturbing isn't just the danger, it's the mindset behind it. Our eyes are delicate, incredibly sensitive. They're how we see the world. The fact that someone would risk their sight for internet points shows how far peer pressure can go online. It's not just about trying something new, it's about the fear of being invisible if you don't. Some viewers felt shocked, others felt sad. Because underneath all the likes and reposts was a quiet truth. Many of these kids didn't fully understand how much they were risking until it was too late. And as the challenges got riskier, some TikTokers weren't just chasing pain, they were chasing something much stranger. Level 3. Eerie Encounters. Randonautica Suitcase Discovery. In 2020, a group of teens used an app called Randonautica, a tool that sends you to random coordinates based on your thoughts or intentions. It was supposed to be fun, a game about mystery and exploration. But what they found on a Seattle beach was anything but playful. While filming for TikTok, they discovered a suitcase near the water. Curious, they opened it. Inside were trash bags and a terrible smell. Police were called, and what they confirmed shocked the world. The bag contained human remains. The victims were later identified as Jessica Lewis and Austin Wenner, both shot, dismembered, and left in pieces. The footage went viral, not just because of the horror, but because it felt accidental. It wasn't a horror movie. It was real life, unfolding on someone's phone. And for many watching, that's what made it so disturbing. It reminded people that the worst things don't always happen far away or in the dark. Sometimes they're just one wrong turn away. The psychological impact wasn't only about death. It was about how quickly something innocent can lead you face to face with something you were never meant to see. And for some creators, TikTok didn't just capture these moments, it became the stage for something far more dangerous. Level 4. Crimes on display. Mr. Prada, the murderer. Terrion Thomas, also known as Mr. Prada, was a popular TikTok comedian with over 4 million followers. His videos were lighthearted, funny, and easy to share. But in 2023, everything changed. Thomas was arrested for murdering a therapist named William Abraham. He wrapped the body in a tarp and left it on the side of a highway. For his fans, it was like waking up from a dream into a nightmare. One moment they were laughing at jokes, the next realizing they'd been following someone capable of cold-blooded violence. That sudden shift shattered something deeper than just entertainment. It broke the fragile trust people place in the creators they let into their lives every day. This wasn't just about crime. It was about betrayal, about how easily the internet hides real danger behind a friendly face and a camera filter. When your favorite comedian turns out to be a killer, it forces a painful question. How well do we really know the people we follow? But sometimes the ones who blur the line between social media and violence aren't adults hiding behind personas. Sometimes they're kids, still learning who they are, making decisions that can never be undone. Level 5. Teenage killers. Brazil's TikTok murder trio. In Brazil, a TikTok user named Rissa Borges and 2 teenage friends planned something unthinkable. They decided to kill their friend Ariana. Not out of anger, not for revenge, but simply to see what it would feel like. They invited her out to the woods where they strangled and stabbed her to death. Before she left, Ariana had posted cheerful videos on TikTok. She smiled. She trusted her friends. That's what made it so disturbing. The innocence right before the violence. Viewers were haunted by the contrast. Bright music and friendship on the outside, while something cold and monstrous waited underneath. Psychologically, this case hit a nerve. It showed how digital culture can blur reality. Behind the screen, emotions and empathy can fade. When attention becomes more important than human life, something breaks. And it's not just about the killers, it's about the environment that raised them. This wasn't a story hidden in the dark web. It was out in the open, filmed, posted, liked. Which raises a chilling thought. If something this horrifying can look so normal, what else have we been watching without realizing? But if this murder hid behind friendship and filters, what happens when the violence is public, bold, theatrical, and meant to be seen by millions? Level 6. Public executions and dark performances. Teen lovers who killed a father. In Las Vegas, 16-year-old Sierra Halseth and her boyfriend brutally murdered her father, Daniel Halseth. He was stabbed over 70 times and his body was set on fire. But what truly shocked people was what happened next. Just days later, the 2 teens were posting TikToks, laughing, dancing, acting like nothing had happened. No guilt, no fear, just content. For many, this wasn't just disturbing. It was something deeper. A feeling that the line between real life and performance had collapsed completely. Viewers were left asking, how could someone commit such violence and still be posting like everything was fine? Psychologically, this broke something. It wasn't only the crime, it was the complete detachment, the way murder and TikTok shared the same stage. A private tragedy became part of the internet feed, filtered, rehearsed, consumed. The smiles in those videos didn't hide the horror, they made it worse. And if that moment felt empty and twisted, what comes next pushes us even farther into the darkest parts of the platform, where we stop watching out of curiosity and start watching out of fear. Level 7. The Abyss. The Chinese Corpse Farm. In 2022, a TikTok user on China's version of the app, Douyin, uploaded footage of what looked like an abandoned medical facility. But what viewers saw inside didn't feel fake. Lining the walls were glass tanks holding what looked like preserved infant bodies. Bones scattered the floor. Jars of strange fluid stood quietly on metal shelves. The account was quickly deleted, but the footage kept spreading, quietly at first, then across YouTube, where viewers began to piece together theories. Was this a forgotten lab, a black market organ operation, or something even worse? What made this story so disturbing wasn't just the visual horror, though that alone was enough to make many people stop watching. It was the silence. No answers, no official explanation, just a feeling of deep, cold dread. Psychologically, it triggered something primal, the fear that some horrors exist just outside of you, and that we may stumble across them at any time, unprepared. Viewers reported nightmares, panic, even a strange guilt, not for filming it, but for watching. What began as curiosity turned into psychological damage, because it wasn't just about what was shown. It was about how easily we could access it, how casually it was uploaded, and how little it seemed to matter that real death might be involved. And with that, we've reached the bottom of the iceberg, where entertainment becomes infection, and no screen can protect you from what you've seen. TikTok was built for fast videos and viral laughs, but beneath that surface, it became something else, a machine that mixes danger, cruelty, obsession, and death into the same scrollable feed. What's most disturbing isn't just the murders, the freak accidents, or the body horror. It's the way we take it, without stopping, without thinking. Watching tragedy next to dance trends, true crime beside lip syncs. We've turned horror into background noise. And when that happens, we don't just lose our sense of safety. We lose something even deeper, our ability to feel what we're really seeing. So next time you scroll, pause for a second, because some of these stories never leave your mind, and some were never meant to be seen at all.